Hey guys, today I want to show you how to mobilize your own thoracic spine at home using something as simple as a foam roller. Now, the self-mobilization of your thoracic spine is meant to, unlike a lacrosse ball that I've showed you guys in the past, where it's a soft tissue technique, so like a self-massage technique to loosen up a muscle, or a stretch which is meant to lengthen a muscle that's been shortened, self-mobilization exercise where you want to try and mobilize a joint back into place or encourage it to give you a little bit more mobility. So today we're going to talk about our thoracic spine. So that's your upper back. So where your neck meets your upper back and your thoracic cage. It's where your cage meets up in the middle and ends at your basically upper lower back. It's an area that is where we tend to slouch the most in your upper back area. So if you lie on a lacrosse ball on your back, it would kind of simulate to a certain degree if you were lying on your stomach in clinic and I was pushing on your back in a downwards direction. Now the difference between a foam roller in my hands is this is less specific and less aggressive. Less aggressive is good in this case because you're not a manual therapist doing this to yourself, so I wanted to keep it on the safe side. I'll show you guys in about 2 minutes how you can roll out your own back to not only get the benefits from the other things that I've talked about with lacrosse balls and stretches, but also a little bit of self-manual therapy. All right, so to start, the thoracic spine is localized between T1, so the lower part of your neck, to T12. So this is the area that you want to be rolling out. Now, I wouldn't get too close to your neck, so you shouldn't be rolling out your neck or your low back. You're basically rolling out from the front would be where your thoracic cage is, so where all the ribs produce some reinforcement to the spine. So what you do is you place the foam roller right in your mid back. What I like to do is I usually support my head and I'll do about 10 passes, just going over the musculature right to the bottom of the thoracic spine, not any lower, and then right to the top of the shoulder blades. You don't go past here. After about 10 passes of this, which is nice, easy, and gentle, then I'll just change my position to here. Just changes the angles of the joints in my back, and I'll do usually about 5 passes here. Sometimes I'll get a couple of cracks. I don't like doing too much of this just because your neck is turned on quite a bit when you're doing this, but I do find I get some different kind of relief when I change the angles of the joints. And then where the good stuff comes in, I come back to supporting my head, and I'll start at the bottom of my thoracic spine, and then you just melt around it. And then whenever you pick a segment, starting at the lower part, you breathe and let it all go. And I like to spend about 3 nice deep breaths per segment. That was 2. Let's assume we did a third one. I'm going to move to the next couple segments. Just move a little bit. Same thing, now melt over these. So I'm going to cover 2 or 3 segments every time. I usually stop and do about 4 different areas up my spine, creating a little bit of support for my neck. Next segment, assuming I'm doing another 3. Letting my head drop a little bit because I'm getting a little higher, but still supporting it. Assuming I did 3, go to the very top. Keep a little bit of a double chin here. It's very important that you include the breathing with this stuff. That covers that. So in about 1.5 minutes, you can cover your whole thoracic spine, and then you can include it with like the sideline rotation, the cat-cow, the modified child's pose, and all the other stretches. But this is your gentle reminder that if you haven't done your stretches yet today, right now is a perfect time, and you might as well do it while watching one of these 2 videos. If you have any questions with any of the content you just watched, comment below. I'll do my best to get back to you guys, and thanks for watching.